Gjallarhorn is back and available in Destiny 2 as of this week for the third time in Destiny's history. Thank you, Bungo. So today we're going to be going through a super quick and easy guide to getting Gjallarhorn and its catalyst. It's really not a difficult quest, but it's always helpful to know what to expect so you can get it done as soon as possible. And I will have chapters in this video, so if you already have Gjallarhorn, you can skip right to the catalyst section if that's what you're looking for, and I'll also have the timestamp on the screen as well. Also, if you're wondering if Gjallarhorn is any good in Destiny 2, I can definitively say that it is. Later on, we'll cover Gjallarhorn and its catalyst more, but it's already a top DPS option, and I think it'll be great in Nightfalls and raids for a long time. It's well worth your time, and especially if next season adds some artifact mods for rocket launchers that are anywhere near as powerful as this season's particle deconstruction. And before I get started with the quest guide, I'd just like to quickly ask you guys to consider subscribing to the Scrub Hub for the 4th Gjallarhorn quest guide when Bungie inevitably sunsets it and then reintroduces it again a few years later because, you know, money. No, but really, that'd be awesome. We do lots of cool Destiny stuff here. So to get started on the Gjallarhorn quest, you'll have to do a run of Dares of Eternity so you have access to Xûr where you'll pick up the guest. After that, you'll need to visit Gjallarhorn in the Cosmodrome where he'll progress your quest and instruct you to complete the new dungeon for the 30th anniversary pack, Grasp of Avarice. You don't need to do anything special this time in the dungeon, you just gotta complete it. Although if you haven't looked anything up about this dungeon yet, I'd highly recommend doing it blind because it's a whole lot of fun. After you've cleared the dungeon for the first time, your quest will update again and you'll need to return to Gjallarhorn again, where he will then send you to kill major class Fallen in the Cosmodrome to retrieve Wolfpack rounds. An easy place to do this is the Lost Sector Exodus Garden 2A. Plenty of majors in there and you should be able to complete it in 1 or 2 runs. After completing that step, you'll need to return to Gjallarhorn again, where he will then send you to Banshee at the tower for some useless dialogue. After speaking with Banshee, he'll send you right back to Exodus Garden 2A. This time, you just have to loot the chest at the end. Once you've done that, go right back to Gjallarhorn's bunker where you can assemble Gjallarhorn. And by assemble, I mean hold X for an unceremonious amount of time. And that's it. You have Gjallarhorn in Destiny 2. Comes standard with most of the things you remember, like intrinsic tracking, Wolfpack rounds for tons of extra damage, and even a new twist. Standing near allies now grants increased reload and handling, and will also share Wolfpack rounds with your fireteam members using non-exotic rocket launchers. This is an amazing feature and is going to bump up DPS a lot for your team. Pair that with something like a Royal Entry with Clown Cartridge and your team's burst DPS will be extremely high. Rocket launchers are extremely easy to use compared to weapons like linear fusions or snipers that require precision hits for good DPS, so I think Gjallarhorn is going to be great in raids and high-level Nightfalls too. So now that you have Gjallarhorn, you definitely want that catalyst as well, because it'll bump your mag up from 1 to 2, just like in Destiny 1, and it'll also create additional Wolfpack Seekers after killing a target, which makes it a lot better for ad clear as well. So to get the catalyst, all you have to do is grab 3 different chests throughout the new dungeon. One is right after the opening encounter, the second chest is in between navigating the facility and the ogre, and then the third and final chest is immediately after the Fallen Shield encounter. Since you have to clear a majority of the dungeon to get these chests, I definitely recommend LFGing a fire team to save some time instead of soloing. The ogre is kind of a pain solo, although I am planning to do a solo flawless run at some point though, so keep an eye out for that if you're subscribed. You'll find the first chest in the cavern shortly after completing the opening encounter. Follow the pathway along the left until you reach the rock platform with the scaffolding on it. You'll see the chest on that scaffolding, and you'll be able to jump up to it. However, to open that chest, you need to have the Burdened by Riches effect. Special Vandals will spawn near these chest locations, which drop these engrams. If you damage these Vandals enough, they'll drop an engram, and you'll need to reach the chest before your buff expires. Don't worry though, when the buff runs out, it's not going to kill you like it does in other encounters. The Vandals are going to have the little boss icon above them, and they're called Reaver Vandals. They're super tough, and I think it's a fun little nod to Randall the Vandal, but you don't have to worry about killing them. You don't need to. You just need the engram. The first Vandal can be spotted in the cavern across a gap from the scaffolding, as you can see on screen. Take his engram, cross the gap, and open the chest to complete that first part of the catalyst. You'll find the second chest after encountering the Deadly Barrel hallway, which I found out the hard way the first time. Immediately after jumping up into safety, go down the hallway where you'll find some ads and another special Reaver Vandal. Take an engram from him, follow the normal pathway into the ceiling towards the ogre encounter. Once you reach the very dark room with the long jump over the water, look to your right instead before taking that jump, and you'll see a gap in the wall where the chest is. Jump over and claim the second chest before your buff timer expires, and if you're having a hard time seeing in this room, feel free to pull out your ghost to cast some extra light and reveal the outlines of the room. Finally, you'll find the third chest after completing the Fallen Shield encounter in the Sunken Lair. You'll want to take out the shield, but don't go up the center lift into the lair just yet. The Reaver Vandal will spawn only after the encounter is complete. You'll find him on the highest island and the right as you enter the cove at the beginning of the encounter. Take his engram, then take the Fallen Cannon to the center platform where you'll find this final chest on top of one of the fallen domes. Hopefully the gameplay gives you a good enough idea of where to go as well, and if you have any questions, I'll be in the comments and happy to answer as well. After opening this third chest, it will outright give you the Gjallarhorn Catalyst. And like many other catalysts, all you have to do to activate this one is get about 400 to 500 kills with it. Like I mentioned earlier, this catalyst is well worth your time. It gives you that second shot back in the mag, which is going to add to your burst DPS a lot, and overall is going to make the ad clear a lot better. Gjallarhorn is back. It feels great. I definitely recommend getting it, but that's all I've got for today, so I hope you guys enjoyed this video and found it helpful. I know it's not a very difficult quest, but I like to know what I'm getting into with these sorts of things, and maybe it'll help you guys out too. And of course, if you guys did enjoy the guide, consider leaving a like, and if you want to see more guides and other fun Destiny content like this, then definitely subscribe, hit that notification bell, and as always, I appreciate you watching, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. See ya!